Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Shoving through the defense. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A give to Howard running left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
They go with Howard again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. This is Howard on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Here we go now.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door.
Here we go now.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, Anderson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On second down, here's Newton. That's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Throwing again is Newton. He completes it to Bryant. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This is Thomas as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Back to throw, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Handoff comes to Anderson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Newton now on second down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. From the gun, here's Newton. Going deep here for Bryant. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from 53. Get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start the drive with Anderson. Room here to run. run.
Missed.
It will not go down. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. To go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the 50, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Pernell McPhee. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And now running right through it. Oh, look at that. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 48 yards. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Newton throwing again. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. In motion left, the tight end. Again, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for some. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 77 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Newton on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Newton on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And
they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And the lead will grow by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the back goes into motion. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bruce Irvin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Thomas. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the Panthers coming out now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Defense showing blitz.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Corn Elder. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. On first down, it's Newton. He goes underneath for Anderson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out there. Anderson loses the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down following the run.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Again, it's Howard. And he's got room. Howard has the first down and then some. Whoosh. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 56 yards on the ground. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Let's go. 3-19.
Hill to try again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
You got him. You got him. Got him. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky back in Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw for Newton. It's caught by Bryant. And again the footwork. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he is knocked down from the side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Newton now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this.
Detroit! Now let's go! Detroit, Pepper!
On first down, they run with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.